Hey guys, good morning. And it is a Thursday morning here in Washington. We're on our way up to the U.S. Capitol, where in about an hour, Woody Williams, the last World War II Medal of Honor winner, he passed away about 2 weeks ago, and he's going to lie in state in the U.S. Capitol. So we're going to cover his arrival. We can't get into the ceremony, it's private, but there will be something later at the World War II Memorial, and I'll take you there. We'll wander around the city. I've got something I want to show you at Arlington Cemetery, and who knows what else we'll see today. So guys, I try to take the best quality photos I possibly can, and I have a very expensive camera. So I packed up my big lenses, my backpack, my tripod, all my other equipment, jumped in the car and ran up here to Capitol Hill, only to realize that I left the camera at home. So guys, we're going to have to iPhone this, or use the DJI Osmo Pocket for the arrival ceremony. I won't be able to give you the close-up that I really wanted to film. Maybe we'll get that at the departure. We also have a flyover at about 11 o'clock at Arlington, so I'm gonna try to run back. It's gonna be a tight one. Maybe we'll get the camera for that one and run back and catch those jets. In the meantime, let's make our way up on Capitol Hill to the U.S. Capitol, where Woody Williams is going to be arriving shortly. Many of you know the story of Baba Black Sheep, Pappy Boyington flying the F-4U Corsair, becoming an ace, maybe a TV show. But the F-4U Corsair served not just in World War II, but also in Korea. Let me tell you a little story about the F-4U Corsair and two pilots who flew it in Korea. So guys, greetings from Arlington Cemetery. I ducked out here to complete a little story I wanted to tell you. I'm not here to take you to the Tomb of the Unknown or Kennedy's grave. Done that before. I want to show you something else, because I want to go over here into this section and tell you a little story about just one of these stones. Yep. There he is. Section 54, Tomb 2135. Thomas Jerome Hudner Jr., Medal of Honor winner, U.S. Navy in World War II and Korea. But what's most interesting about him is how he got his medal. Thomas Jerome Hudner was born to a pretty well-off family. His father owned a number of grocery stores. He went to the rather well-known Phillips Academy for high school and then entered the Naval Academy in Annapolis. He went on to serve in World War II and Korea and eventually Vietnam. But his exploits in Korea are what earned him the Medal of Honor. You see, Thomas Hudner flew the Corsair, the F-4U Corsair, and he had a wingman. Now, Thomas Hudner's wingman in Korea was a man named Jesse Brown. Now, what's interesting about Jesse Brown is that he was the first African-American aviator to complete U.S. Navy's basic flight training school. And he went on to receive the Distinguished Flying Cross for his actions protecting the troops at Chosin Reservoir. On December 4th, 1950, Brown was part of a 6-aircraft flight supporting U.S. Marine ground troops near the Chosin Reservoir. Unfortunately, his plane got shot down. Thomas Hudner, his wingman, was flying in circles, providing air cover, trying to hope that Brown could get out of the plane, but Brown was trapped. Hudner radioed down instructions, trying to help Brown escape from the plane, but it wouldn't work. While they were waiting for the helicopters to arrive to effect a rescue, Thomas Jerome Hudner decided he had only one option to save his wingman. Thomas Jerome Hudner crashed his plane next to his wingman so that he could get out and help Brown escape from the burning wreckage. Hudner was there with Brown, and eventually a helicopter rescue team came. And try as they might, they could not free Brown from the wreckage of his plane. As he was bleeding and the night was coming, Hudner had to make the horrible decision to leave his wingman behind. Jesse Brown died a few hours later near the Chosin Reservoir, and Thomas Jerome Hudner escaped with the helicopter, feeling sad and carrying a message to Jesse Brown's widow that Jesse Brown was thinking of her as he died. Thomas Jerome Hudner was given the Medal of Honor for his actions in trying to save his wingman. Jesse Brown was given the Distinguished Flying Cross for his service protecting the Marines at the Chosin Reservoir. Thomas Jerome Hudner is now buried here at Arlington. Jesse Brown's remains have never been located and are somewhere still in Korea. Thomas Jerome Hudner went on to have a successful career in the Navy, and a few weeks before he retired in 1973, he was present for the commissioning of the USS Jesse Brown, a Knox-class frigate named after Jesse Brown that served with distinction in the U.S. Navy for many years. Now, for those of you who think that this would make a great movie or a great book, it is a book. It's a book called Devotion, and it is going to be made into a movie. It's already filmed, and it should be released sometime this fall. You'll be seeing more about Thomas Jerome Hudner and Jesse Brown at your local cinema sometime this year. So ever since I heard the story of Jesse Brown, I wanted to share this little tidbit of Washington history with you. I just hadn't had the time to get out to Arlington and get it all sorted out. But I went out there, we filmed this, and then I was out there again today where there was a flyover. We had 4 A-10s come over for a general who passed away. So let's take a look at that, and then let's go back up to the Capitol. Okay guys, what another gloriously blue sky kind of day. Pretty clouds and warm. It's in the 90s, guys. Yeah, it's in the 90s. We're down here in the mall. Yep, the police are here still. Only one cruiser. I don't even know he's in there. I guess he's in there playing Angry Birds or something. I'm on a bike. We're gonna just go for a little pedal down the hall. We're gonna go up to the Congress, the Capitol, a little bit later for the departure ceremony for the Medal of Honor winner. And then we'll go over to the Second World War Memorial, the World War II Memorial, and who knows what else we might see on the way. Like the 1776ers, they're just down here. I don't know what they're doing though. Oof. It doesn't look like they're doing much. I think they went out for a march today. Keep talking to them. Don't recognize them. A few faces. And of course, the ever-present D.C. police checking parking tickets or something. Let's just go down this way. There's the African American History Museum, and Food Truck Row is down here. Fried stuff, more fried stuff, and a triple fried stuff a la mode. Oh, and then gyros and falafel. I never realized that America was in such a falafel crisis until I discovered the food trucks. It's like America's falafel needs are just not being met by mainstream food producers. Ergo, every other truck is a falafel truck. I still don't even know what a falafel is. A pretty good crowd out here today. It is a Thursday. A few people out walking about on the lawn, reflecting pool, taking the selfies, Instagramming. Alright, where's my hot dogs? Just give me a soda. Selfie sticks, power banks, chargers, t-shirts, tie-dye, hats, MAGA hats, and hot dogs. That's what we need. Alright, a hot dog and a Diet Pepsi. Ooh, it's hot. So we're going to make our way back up towards the Capitol building, try to catch the departure ceremony, and we'll also bring you down to World War II, or whatever else pops up while we're riding around. Fine. I've got it.
How y'all doing?
All right, how you doing, Sturdy?
Would not have wanted this ceremony today for himself. This is why he wanted to be part of a very special ceremony. As always, as he would always say, this is not about him, it is about them. From the great state of West Virginia to introduce Senator Joe Manchin. Sir.
I stand before you with a full heart, knowing that we have accomplished almost everything Woody told us to do. He was 98 years old. He was born in 1923, close to where I was born in West Virginia. He was born in a little country area. I was born in a little coal mining area, about 10, 12 miles apart. 1923.
The other lesson that Woody taught me came during one of my first events as a Medal of Honor recipient. A few hours into the evening, Woody came over and asked how I was doing. I told him, I am humbly overwhelmed. At 24 years old, I was surrounded all night by Medal of Honor recipients and legends from every conflict. After hearing my response, he smiled, put his hand on my shoulder, and said, Kyle, we are all the same, just generations apart. The most beautiful and powerful part of this lesson is that as time has passed, I realized that Woody said it in a way that transcended the room that we were in and the recipients that surrounded us. As recipients, we are all the same. As Marines, service members, and veterans, we are all the same. As Americans, we are all the same. And as human beings, we are all the same. There are people in life who bridge our times. And then there are people who bridge generations. Woody, thank you for your purposeful life of service.
Right here. On which side?
About 7 more seconds for pictures.
So they're trying to clear the road in rush hour. Not working. There's too many cars. I think they've got it cleared now. So you guys often ask, what do the motorcycles do in front of a motorcade? They're the ones that shoot out in front and they block all the intersections so that the motorcade can come through at speed.
So that was my day of heroes, guys, from World War II to Korea to Afghanistan. You see a lot of that sort of thing in Washington, D.C. every now and then if you know where to look. Anyway, that was it. I'm going to do something different tomorrow. Don't know what yet, but if you subscribe, you'll see it. We'll take you around the city and just give you a flavor of what's going on in Washington, D.C. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.